video is sponsored by Cake Wallet, the easiest open source wallet to store Bitcoin, Monero, and Litecoin securely on mobile and desktop devices. When buying, selling, and exchanging crypto or trading for gift cards, Cake Wallet ensures privacy and security, giving you the keys to your coins. Are you kidding? Are we good? Yes, okay, we're good now. Guys, I am sorry. Technical difficulties this morning. My earbuds weren't working. Now I think my tripod's messed up and then my mic wasn't working. Now we're good. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here today on a crazy Thursday. Oh boy, oh freaking boy. Things are crazy. Do we still have no sound? No, don't play with me. We need a sound check.
The sound check, baby, it's a sound check.
I'm gonna check this sweet mic. Why don't you check yours too? All right, guys, good morning. Guys, if you're ready for the zest, you're ready for the education, because we have banks buying ETFs. We have a major signal on the Bitcoin chart. Andrew Tate is now buying things. Oh.
I can't take Emma to the moon, but she can accompany Miss Short and Feisty to the beach farm, if she must.
Got it. If she must. Guys, please make sure, if you haven't yet, please make sure you smash the like, subscribe, share this video out with friends. I'm just having like a lot of things going on today. It's just absolutely freaking hectic out here. And also, we have a goal of 150 likes, 150 live viewers, so please make sure you smash the likes. Also, subscribe, because we have a goal of 16,600 subscribers. It's only 12 away, so let's pamp it up. 12 more subbies. Yes, 12 more subbies. All right, we're going to get after it because, again, we are full of news. We did close around 7-8% in the green yesterday for Bitcoin. We went from basically 61.5K, closed at around 66.3, and it seems like we are starting to pick up yet again. If you're looking in the little corner here, we have some chartery. And we also posted some chartery for the first time on Twitter yesterday, or X, whatever. I posted a chart for the first time yesterday, and boy, did everyone just freaking warm my heart. It's nuts. Also, I want to say good morning to everyone in the chat before we get started. Let's do that. All right. We got Keen Bean, Ben Spada, all set. My girl, Alexandra G, because she's the best and we love her. We have Mike Volmer, good morning. Sharam, we have John Germain, we have John Legend, Abund Ants, nice to see you. Welcome, freaking welcome. Who else we have? Oh my God, I lost my place. Everything's glitching on me today. Johannes, Cody, nice to see you. Mo11. Oh, 5 membershipperies. Yes, we love membershippery. Thank you, Mr. Yee. We have Sui Cipher. Nice to see you too. Black Hat, Sean is in the chat. Nice to see everyone. High five. Welcome. Otto, good morning. Jimmy on X, good morning. Cup of coffee with the Hipper. Yes. Freaking yes, sip that coffee. Cheers, everyone. Freaking cheers. We got Galaxy 9 in the chat, too. Good morning. Who else we have? Andy S. Johnny Sun Chan, nice to see you. Terry Crow, nice to see you, too. Leroy is in the chat. RGKAF said, why do I look like I just cried? I did not just cry. Don't worry. It's all happiness here. Maybe it's the frustration of all my technical freaking difficulties. Charles Payton, nice to see you. T-Bone. DHJ Mining is in the chat as well. Alvio, Crypto for Seniors. Mark Smithson. J. Doe, Aquarian Done Napping. Tim Taylor. We have, who else? Yukio on X. Eric Carlson. Cyber Unit. KR. Said, you will get 100,000 subscribers by this bull run. I'll freaking take it. I'll take it. Well, I'll take it. Crypto Shorts, Lazarus Hand, David G, Chef Dave, co-host Bro Hoddle. Who else we have? Sophisticated, Alien Black, Texan. Nice to see every freaking one of you. We are going to get after it, guys. I need to see membershippery in the chat, though. Please give me a rocket emoji if you're bullish on Bitcoin. Let's do that. Let's do that. Right, Johnny freaking Bullets. Thank you for supporting the show, my friend. I know it's a weird angle on TikTok, but we got to do what the freaking thing permits us to do over here. Colorado Gem Shop. Good morning, my friend. It's great to see you guys. All right. Oh, Soft Shell. Hello, Soft Shell. Nice to see you. All right. Let's freaking get it. Let's freaking get it. I'm excited. So let's do it. We have a lot to do. Poor Emma. And, oh my gosh, Emma got the membership. Oh, she got it. She freaking got it. No way. Guys, we need to have a membership-y party because Emma finally got her membership. That's freaking hilarious. All right, guys, we're going to get into the news now that Emma has her membership. And we're going to start off with some spicy stuff. Spicy, spicy, spicy. And that's going to be Representative Wiley Nickel, who, again, is from North Carolina and is actively trying to see the SEC and be like, bro, you cannot pass SAB 121, Staff Accounting Bulletin 121, because basically what that does is say that the banks cannot custody Bitcoin and crypto and basically treating Bitcoin and crypto differently than every other asset, which we already know that's what this government does. So Wiley Nickel sent a letter to the SEC chairman. Oh, who is it?
Hucksters.
Gary Gensler, calling on the agency to withdraw SAB 121. And now they're saying that crypto has turned into political football because of the meaning of SAB 21 having to go to the President of the United States to now say whether they're going to have this or not and choose a side in an issue that should be clearly bipartisan and pro-America. Here we go. Here's the letter. This is in the form of an ex post if you guys want to go check it out. And it's funny, they wrote the Honorable Gary Gensler. Guys in the chat, please raid Gary Gensler emojis. I need to see all the Gary Gensler emojis. Also, happy birthday to freaking Bulldog in the chat. He's amazing. I need happy birthdays. And I need Gary Gensler emojis. Also, shout out to JBZ. I see you. Dear Chair Gary Gensler, on May 8th, 2024, the House of Representatives sent a clear message with a bipartisan vote on HJ Res 109, my resolution with Representative Mike Flood to repeal Staff Accounting Bulletin number 121 under Congressional Review Act. In the wake of this vote, I reached out to your office requesting time to discuss my significant policy concerns with SAB 121. It's the mission of the SEC to protect investors. However, SAB 121 does just the opposite by preventing highly regulated American banks from placing digital assets in their custody at scale. Shout out to Crypto for Seniors. Thank you for gifting. Under SAB 121, banks must include their clients' custodied assets on their balance sheet, which is a stark contrast to traditional custody practices and GAAP principles. This results in a prohibitively expensive regulatory burden, making it virtually impossible for banks to offer these essential services. Regardless of your stance on digital assets, treating them differently leaves consumers to rely on riskier offshore custody solutions to safeguard their assets. And the reason why they bring this up primarily is because of the Bitcoin ETFs. If you have a Bitcoin ETF, that Bitcoin that obviously BlackRock, Grayscale, all these people are buying is mostly custodied by Coinbase, depending on the ETF and who they're using. So Coinbase is obviously not a bank. They're not what they view as safe when we know that the banks aren't safe to begin with. But again, exchanges are custodying this Bitcoin. Coinbase is custodying most of the Bitcoin, whereas the banks are not. They're not allowed to touch it under this rule. And they even brought that up here. In January, the SEC approved the ETFs, a decision that was applauded by legislators on both sides. But again, because of SAB 121, regulated American banks aren't serving as custodians for these products as they would with a traditional ETP. And then you have, regardless of the SEC, they're not meant to be making new policies. And the SEC's open hostility towards the digital asset industry isn't serving President Biden's best interests. The SEC is turning crypto regulation into a political football and forcing President Biden to choose sides on an issue that matters to many Americans. The Senate will propose and pass HJ Res 109 with bipartisan support, and I'm hopeful that this bipartisan resolution will send this message. It's time to adjust the SEC's misguided approach to digital assets. It's true, though. We say it all the time. I know people from both sides of the aisle. I even know people that work for the Canadian freaking Parliament. And they agree that Bitcoin and crypto is bipartisan. It plays a huge role in the revolution of money, the internet, and the way people communicate. Because again, code is free speech. Code is a law, and you lay down that law with Bitcoin that there will only be 21 million, a halving every 210,000 blocks. That is code, that is law, that is put out there and will always be abided by because there is no central entity to say that we're going to change these rules. It doesn't work that way. So that's why we need to make sure SAB 121 gets absolutely freaking scrapped. And we're able to move on, and the banks are able to take part in crypto because honestly, they're already doing it anyway. They're probably just not telling you, especially because JP Morgan has been giving Bitcoin and ETH exposure to their clients for years now. So does that mean JP Morgan has been holding Bitcoin and ETH for years now? That is my question, especially because under this rule, they're technically not supposed to. And then you have all these banks. Speaking of the banks, we're going to jump into that really quick because we have JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, Millennium Management disclosing that they have a Bitcoin ETF exposure. The state of Wisconsin also disclosed that they have $100 million in Bitcoin ETF exposure for pensions. So now this is getting extremely interesting. JP Morgan, Jamie Dimon, that says Bitcoin is a pet rock. It is a decentralized Ponzi scheme. Oh my gosh, it's so horrible. Been giving crypto exposure for years. Has his own blockchain, which is, of course, why he doesn't promote Bitcoin, because he has his own thing going on. And then you have that he's an AP with BlackRock, a part of a bunch of Bitcoin ETFs, and now they own those Bitcoin ETFs. So again, you have to watch what they do, not what they say. Taking a gander here, we see that JP Morgan and Wells Fargo joined the ranks of major global banks disclosing Bitcoin exposure through these ETFs. JP Morgan disclosed a total of $731,000 in BlackRock's iShares, Bitwise ETF, Fidelity's, and Grayscale's, with the majority $477,425K in IBIT. Then we also have Wells Fargo that reported over $140,000 in GBTC in the first quarter. Similar disclosures are also coming from PNB Paribas and BNY Mellon, amongst many more. The newest news is Millennium Management disclosing $2 billion in Bitcoin ETF holdings. So the International Hedge Fund revealed it holds nearly $2 billion in Bitcoin ETFs as of the first quarter. Again, these banks, when they buy Bitcoin itself, when they buy the ETFs, they only tell you after. These people will never tell you before because, again, they don't want you to FOMO in when they're buying because they want to buy cheap and then let everybody know after. So then, oh, we got our bag. We're okay. So again, if you're waiting for the banks to buy before you do, it's like, why are you doing that? Because they're eventually going to buy anyway, and they're not going to tell you when they do. So you might as well make your own decision, whether that's buying or not, because I can't tell you what to do. They held a total of $1.94 billion across 5 Bitcoin ETFs as of March 31st. So again, this is really right off the press from when these ETFs came out, within 2 months of them coming out. The hedge fund diversified with ARK, Bitwise, Grayscale, and BlackRock, as well as Fidelity. BlackRock's Bitcoin fund is Millennium's largest holding, which seems that it is for all of them. Wisconsin, JP Morgan, Wells Fargo. Seems like a lot of these banks, most of them have BlackRock as the biggest one, and with Millennium holding over $844 million, and Fidelity was a close second with $806 million. Oh boy, oh freaking boy. So now you have all these banks, all these investment managers, all of the states too. We have states like Wisconsin that are like, hey man, we need some Bitcoin exposure. Pension funds, 401 freaking Ks. A bunch of things are going to be different because they're going to allocate a lot of that money to Bitcoin and Bitcoin ETFs in the future. Maybe not now, maybe not this second, but we're already starting to see that happen. So what I suggest to you guys is make your own decisions because, again, these huge players are coming in. And as they're buying billions and billions of dollars of Bitcoin ETFs, you have to to know that obviously the people that have these ETFs, like Grayscale, Fidelity, ARK, BlackRock, they have to buy Bitcoin to have in their reserve. So if people keep buying these ETFs, the more Bitcoin that these people will own. Especially BlackRock is already one of the largest holders of Bitcoin already. So please be careful, and also know that there's only 2 million Bitcoin tied to centralized exchanges. So besides the fact that these ETF issuers are buying tons of it, there's also not a lot left. So if you have Bitcoin on an exchange, if you want to acquire Bitcoin, know that it might not be there for much longer on these exchanges. It might not be available to you. You already saw it in the past. FTX, all these people, they didn't have the Bitcoin they say they did. What makes you think some exchanges now aren't doing the same? Some have proof of reserves, but how fast do those reserves go? And how much Bitcoin is held in accounts versus the amount that's actually reserved? So I would like to know all of those questions. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I want to know the answer to all of those questions. I think that's something that nobody's really asking, and I would like to ask. Right? How do we know all these people have the Bitcoin they say they do? I don't know. But yeah, you guys need to smash these likes. Let's camp it. All right. And then we have some other really big news, which Oklahoma, I don't know if y'all are from Oklahoma, but if you're not, and if you are, this is still freaking important, because we have something called the right to mine law. And we see that there was a bill passed in Oklahoma protecting your fundamental Bitcoin right. It has been signed into law officially. And you could thank people like Dennis Porter from the Satoshi Action Fund for making this happen. Follow Dennis. Enjoy Dennis. He's a good person. And basically, they will defend your right to self-custody, spend your Bitcoin in digital assets, your right to mine, and your right to run a node. It will also ban additional taxes when Bitcoin and digital assets are used as a form of payment, protect the ability to mine Bitcoin at home, eliminate the need for Bitcoin mining and digital asset validators to obtain a money transmitter license. So we already know that people like Liz Warren have bills that are backed by the American Bankers Association to shut down self-custody. And we know that this is an utter delusion, because despite the apps that we may use, we can actually get that code and make our own wallets by ourselves. And there's no one person, there's no centralized entity that could tell you you can't use and execute this code. Same for Bitcoin, transferring peer-to-peer. Nobody can stop you from doing that. And that's the beauty of this space. So it's good that we have this legislation. We have things like this being signed into law, because then they're actually in freaking writing, acknowledging us as a community and how big of an impact that it has on our rights, life, liberty, property. That's what we were promised as Americans, to enhance our natural human rights. And now it seems as though there are politicians here that don't really agree with that. Though if you read the text, it's actually great to read. This is the bill details and everything like that. They were discussing what blockchain means, blockchain protocols, digital asset mining, what that means. A self-hosted wallet means a digital interface used to secure and transfer digital assets, under which the owner of the digital asset remains independent control over the assets and secured by such digital interface. They have hardware wallets, staking services, and they write in here too a bunch of things that basically Dennis summarized here, that a government of Oklahoma shall not prohibit, restrict, or otherwise impair the ability to, or of an individual to, use digital assets to purchase legal goods and services, self-custody digital assets using a self-hosted wallet or hardware wallet. Digital assets to be used as a method of payment may not be subject to any additional tax, withholding, assessment, or charge by the local state government that is based solely on the use of digital asset as the method of payment. Guys, do you understand how big this is? This is absolutely bonkers. Super freaking bullish. Super bullish. The fact that these people in Oklahoma are like, we know what a wallet is, what a hardware wallet is, and that if you spend Bitcoin and use it as a method of payment, there's no additional tax, withholding, or assessment or charge by the state or local government. That is ridiculously huge, and I hope that this passes in every single state. Every single one. Every single one. This is so crucial to America because if you are pro-Bitcoin, you are pro-self-custody, you are pro-mining, that means you are pro-freedom. And if you are pro-CBDCs, you are anti-self-custody, then you are anti-America. You are anti-human is what that means because we all have the right to own something, to transact, to own something and be happy, not own nothing and be happy. That's not how it's going to work. People will be miserable. And we have to be able to keep people alive, keep a movement alive. And that's what Bitcoin does. It's a revolution. And there are people that won't like this revolution, but there are states that will. Now, you're going to see a lot of states do this. We've had a few states do this as well. Oklahoma is not the first. But we will see a melt up of the state. Even city levels, then state levels, then the national level. And that's where it will all go. Because as we have Liz Warren and all these people trying to literally build against the American people by trying to ban self-hosted wallets, we have people that are working against that. And if there's one bill that's anti-crypto, there will be a pro-crypto bill. And it will battle one another until one comes out on top. And crypto will come out on top because the government realizes that they don't have a choice. And that's pretty much the end of the freaking story. They don't have a choice, especially because we know all these other countries are doing something with Bitcoin and crypto. Most of them are meh, but a lot of them are meh. Just like El Salvador. That's literally using Bitcoin as legal tender was the first one to do that and is promoting self-custody, Bitcoin-backed bonds, Bitcoin mining themselves using a freaking volcano. Like, this is insane. And this is what we need. And countries like El Salvador, I'll say it again and again, will end up leading the world, even though they're small, will end up leading the world because they'll have a lot of wealth, a lot of ideals that people agree with. People are leaving America to go live in El Salvador. People are leaving other first world countries to go to El Salvador. That's just rising to the top at a rapid pace. Especially, it's a lot safer nowadays compared to cities like New York that are actively just exploding and falling apart. But that's that. That's my little ramble there. Shout out to Mr. Yee for the fake rose. Even though, is that something to even shout out? I don't know. Ooh, you guys are beautiful in the chat. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Hello, Alex. Hello, Alex O Crypto. Guys, please, again, make sure you're smashing the like, subscribing to the channel because that was freaking bullish news. I freaking love that. And also, we have 12 more subscribers until we hit 16.6. I know we can do it. I know we can do it. Hello, Mr. X. Michael, thank you for the rose. We also have Colorado Gem Shop with the roses. Thank you. Isn't El Salvador giving incentive to move there and invest? Yes. So I think they give you like a discount on the passports, or they're giving out passports to a lot of people. And there's certain things you can do. El Salvador moving to promote tech, because there's something that they had going on. Yeah, if you Google it, there's definitely a lot going on in El Salvador because they're trying to, they promoted some law recently that was like, yeah, we want to bring in all these new people. It says, oh yeah, the law for the promotion of the technology industry. The primary objective of this law, supported by its regulators, is to encourage national and foreign companies operating in the tech sector to grow, develop, and firmly establish themselves in the country. And they said, they're gonna be considered a startup nation. Yeah. So basically, the incentive for innovation, electronic registration, there's some taxation stuff. Qualifying companies are gonna pay no income tax, capital gains tax, or any type of municipal tax or dividend distribution tax, nor will they be subject to any type of withholding for up to a period of 15 years. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. Dogecoin, I will do the TA on that soon. Not done yet. Thank you for the roses. I appreciate it. But yeah, I hope that helps you a little bit. If you look up the law for the promotion of the technology industry, I believe you'll be able to find all the info you need on that. But yeah, that's what I got for you. And all that information I just read off of right here, by the way. Obviously, I didn't know that off the tip of my tongue. But yeah, I looked it up for you. Someone being in crypto needs to realize and talk about RFK. Yeah, listen, I talk about RFK all the time. I do, and he's going to debate with the other two, and it's going to be pretty spicy. But listen, he is a very pro-crypto candidate, and I do talk about him quite often because we need to acknowledge pro-crypto candidates. It's going to play a huge role in our country. He's one that really does want to promote innovation here. And I hope that, like, you know, we do have a pro-crypto person that comes and leads our country soon. That would be fun, right? But also, people are freaking losing their noodle this morning over this. Losing it! And it's because the futures exchange CME, based in Chicago, is planning to launch Bitcoin trading. This is absolutely huge. People are like, oh my gosh, the CME, more TradFi bros are here. And this is what you need to know about the situation. Here you go. CME Group, the world's largest futures exchange, is planning to launch Bitcoin trading, aiming to capitalize on the demand, especially because, again, when money is coming into the market, they want a piece in TradFi. So, of course, they're going to jump in. The NASDAQ was also supposed to launch Bitcoin crypto trading and custody, which they put off because of the bear market. But you know that plan is going to come back when Bitcoin hits 80K. The Chicago-based group has been holding discussions with traders who want to buy and sell Bitcoin on the regulated marketplace. And the plan, which has not yet been finalized, would mark a further encroachment, sounds like roach to me, like they're little roaches coming in. It would mark a further encroachment by major Wall Street institutions into the digital asset sector following the SEC's approval of the ETFs. Of course, they declined to comment, but some of the largest institutions are coming into the space, like we mentioned, like obviously JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, Millennium, and the state of Wisconsin, and so many others are buying Bitcoin ETFs. And there are people that are like, oh my gosh, we need to make sure we have regulated exchanges. Just like, FTX was going to become a fully regulated exchange too, which was wild. They were going to try to make that like the Fed freaking exchange at one point. But, man, I think it's pretty freaking cool. But we'll see what happens. Again, TradFi is TradFi. They could put out all these press releases like they did with the NASDAQ, and it just not happen. But at the end of the day, we know that we could get our Bitcoin where we get our Bitcoin from already. And my question with this thing would be, can we withdraw? If we're going to be buying on these exchanges like the CME, are we going to be able to withdraw that Bitcoin into our wallet? Probably not. And that's something that you need to be answered or get answered before you buy Bitcoin anywhere. If you can't withdraw your Bitcoin from whatever exchange you're buying it from, then you're really not buying Bitcoin and you really don't own it. So you need to make sure if you're buying Bitcoin, you have the ability to take it off of the exchange and hold it, because again, we have to go back to the whole fundamentals of the situation, which is self-custody. Self-custody. Ooh, Oh, this one's spicy too. This one is just basically for jokes at this point, because I can't even. Andrew Tate. This guy was like, oh my gosh, crypto is for nerds. It's absolutely horrible. It's all a scam. I'll never buy crypto, even though he owned Bitcoin. Got it taken from him by the government of Romania. Got to give him back. So we did own Bitcoin before. He was kind of sheeshing on the whole space, calling everyone nerds. And then if you buy crypto and you get rich off of crypto, then you're just a nerd because you didn't put in the work that he did. Okay. And he tweeted 20 hours ago because, again, he tried to FOMO into GameStop and AMC. But what happened? It was all halted. And if he bought, he's down a pretty penny right now. Nonetheless, he did put out a certain post yesterday saying, I know I'm not supposed to do this in chaotic times, but I'm about to leave fiat completely and ape over $100 million into Bitcoin. And I'll even prove I did it. I'm done with the banks. I'm done with their money. Done with the scams. Then I'm going boating. I haven't done this yet because I actually have more crypto than fiat, but I think I'll just leave fiat completely. Sir, you said that it was all a scam, but now you mostly own crypto and not Bitcoin. Are we...
Bruh.
such a common example of someone with a big account saying, oh, crypto's so bad, dump it all, and then buys it. So what is the real thing going on? What does he really want to say other than he funded the space only to go and buy? And I even commented and I was like, oh, look, you decided to join the nerds. How funny, little Andrew Tater Tot. Andrew Tater Tot. Man, I think it's freaking hilarious. Hold on. Got you, JD Club. Much love to you. Does he even have 100 million like that? Probably. I wouldn't doubt it. But again, like, you know, he said he'd prove he did it. But I haven't seen, if I go check now, I don't believe I have seen any sort of proof of that. So no, he has not proven it yet. We'll see if he really does. And he's like, buy a GameStop and frick the Matrix. But at the end of the day, like, you're like, I can't even buy GameStop, and it's a freaking rigged. The whole market, it's rigged. Like, who gets to make the call and be like, hey, I'm gonna hold the stock now? Like, it doesn't make sense. So I don't know. As far as I go, it's all not real to me. And that's why I like Bitcoin. That's why I like crypto. And even meme coins. Like, people are buying meme coins, and they're allowed to either make millions or lose all their money because that's the decision they made. They don't need someone to go and hold the asset and make them feel safe when it's really just protecting that one group of people that controls the whole market. And obviously, it's clear to me that if you're making a lot of money, you're going to get halted. And every time that they opened trading again for AMC and GameStop, it was just dumps on dumps. So I don't know. I didn't like that at all. Memory Man, what in the world are we even doing in this Twilight Zone reality? I feel you 100% because people are like, oh my gosh, the stock market's so real. How is it real if it only benefits one group of people and they halt the stock when it doesn't go their way? Obviously, they didn't buy AMC. They didn't buy GameStop first before the pump. Like, it's just funny, too, because I've seen medical stocks that just came out on the stock market, and they go up hundreds of % in a day. And that's okay. None of that gets halted because it's a medical stock that no one's ever heard of and one group of people probably bought. Like, are you kidding? Do I think there would be a big ETF flow today? Honestly, that's not something you can really predict because everyone thought like the ETFs were going to keep flowing and then there were like outflows and everyone's like, oh my God, there was an outflow. Honestly, the ETFs don't really matter to me in all honesty because you don't own Bitcoin when you get these ETFs. It's just an excuse for these rich people and all these issuers to keep buying Bitcoin and hold it for themselves. Versus us that are buying these ETFs, well, not me particularly, but people buying these ETFs and they don't own it and they get exposure. Like, it's not really exposure if you don't own it, in my opinion. But again, that's just personally me. And I do think there will continue to be inflows on these ETFs. I don't doubt that at all because you're looking, I don't know if you were here before, but Millennium Management, $2 billion. Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, all these banks, Wisconsin, buying these ETFs. So yeah, there's billions of dollars coming into this space. And you would think, oh, there's billions of dollars of ETFs, like, or inflows for these ETFs. That means that these issuers have to buy more. That has to play a part on the price. But when they're buying it OTC, and when did they really buy this Bitcoin? Because none of them have really said, oh, this is when we bought this Bitcoin, this time, at this date. Here's the blockchain transaction of the transfer, OTC. Not one. Not one. So how long have they really been buying this Bitcoin for these ETFs? And again, they buy the Bitcoin first and they don't tell you when. And again, people are waiting to buy Bitcoin because they're waiting on the whole notion if these people buy, you should too, you know? It's not the wave we ride on here. It's not the wave we ride on. And then you have to go into the FUD. You got to go into things that are a little bit sad because, honestly, I'm heartbroken over Sir Tornado Cash that got sentenced to 64 months in prison, is going to appeal, but we don't even know if he could appeal. And what did this man do other than create a technology? Did they provide proof of certain transactions that he laundered himself through Tornado Cash and bought something with it that was illicit? Not one piece of proof have we seen other than this man just being scrutinized along with Samurai Wallet and all these privacy tools that people use. And again, privacy is not just for criminals. It's a basic human right. Alexei Perstev has been obviously found guilty, filed an appeal. And they said it could take a number of months before the first hearing occurs. When I know when SPF wanted something done, it happened pretty soon, and his case was over like this. So I think it's a little bit weird how they're just throwing him in jail for certain amounts of months that don't even count towards the 64 that they gave him. And on top of that, he doesn't know if he can appeal, and it might take months to approve. Is that fair when maybe that time that he spends in prison waiting for his appeal, it may not be counted towards those 64 months either? He did ask to await the appeal trial at home, but he was escorted to commence his time in prison immediately after the verdict. Quote, tornado cash does not pose any barrier for people with criminal assets who want to launder them. This is why the court regards the defendant guilty of money laundering activities as charged. Does it pose a barrier? No, because it's technology. But did this man facilitate anything himself? No, because again, it's decentralized. Anyone can use it. And again, it might not be for criminals either. Because what if you're a woman in another country where women do not have rights? You have to somehow make a way to make your transactions private and have your right to transact. But they're saying it's for criminals most of the time. Will criminals use this technology for bad? Yes. But the fact that they're coming after Tornado Cash Guy does not make sense. Because you could come after Mark Zuckerberg. You could come after all these plebs that own the social media apps where there's disgusting things going on these apps. Were they brought to court? Yes, for a hearing that they lied in. And on top of that, they're not arrested. I don't even believe these people got fined. They just keep going and operating these apps and not fixing any problems within them. But you could come after Sir Tornado Cash for creating a platform that you didn't like, that he was not in control of what happened on said platform, and you arrest him? Why don't we arrest a lot of these app founders that allow nasty things to go on these apps? Hello? Government? Officials? Aren't you supposed to help me? Oh, I think they hung up. And then they say, yeah, we have crypto that's for criminals.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you.
Oh no.
Help settle a debate between Crayon and I.
I'm scared.
We have deep fried food and milkshakes on the line. Is LTC a token or a coin?
It's a coin, guys. Don't get confused with the super chat. Litecoin's a coin. Bitcoin's a coin. SHIB is a token. Okay, yay! Let's move on. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We do have Coinbase, though. This is pretty interesting. Coinbase is looking to target Australia's self-managed pension funds. So we know that, of course, TradFi is jumping in, 401ks, all these things, these pensions, they're going to have Bitcoin ETFs or Bitcoin itself within them because it's the best performing asset of all time. So it'd be kind of stupid to not do that. Now, here's Coinbase. Developing a service that will specifically target Australia's self-managed pension sector. And we see that the relationship with crypto's pension sector and retirees isn't exactly new because self-managed funds in Australia have increasingly held crypto since 2019. According to the Australian Taxation Office, nearly 664 million US is allocated to crypto, and that's a steep increase from that literally a fraction of that amount from December of 2019. Thousands of Australians who use self-managed pension funds bet on crypto, and some have lost millions, which I don't understand how that works if they've been investing since 2019. Guys, zoom out since 2019. 2019, you were literally below 10K Bitcoin guaranteed. Or no, not guaranteed. Well, it depends on where you were at. Like right here, we had 12,000 here in June of 2019. But 2019, you were mostly at 3K Bitcoin, up to 12, 13K Bitcoin. So how in any way have you lost money if you've been investing since 2019? It's literally not possible. Not even a shred of possibility there. So the fact that they say that is kind of sus. But nonetheless, they're saying people might allocate some Bitcoin and crypto, and Coinbase is looking into that. So we'll see what happens there. But again, more fun and fun. Like, if anyone has been buying Bitcoin since 2019, you're in profit 1,000%. Like, not literally 1,000%, but what I'm saying to you, like, you're 100% in profit. So, and if you've been holding since 2019, I mean, you could do the math. 65 divided by 12, you're at least like, what, maybe 4 or 5x in the green. If you've been holding since 2019, it depends on actually which point, because if you're holding in 2019 at 12K, then you're around 5X. But if you're holding at 4K, 3K Bitcoin in 2019, oh boy, you're way in profit. It's nasty. So I don't know what these people are talking about there. But then, like, you know, it's crazy because you have pension funds, you have all these things going on, and MasterCard, of course, is a little bit of a weasel and always coming in there. So take a gander at this, where we have...
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Helped settle another debate. Mike is Jelly of Tate's nickname, so we are giving him a new one. 1. Mikey Pickles, or 2.
I love
Mikey
fried pickles, though.
cheeseburgers. Preference.
I think Mikey Pickles has a nice ring to that, because I think Mikey Cheeseburgers is a little bit too long. It would have to be like MCB. But yeah, Mikey Pickles is good. I actually really like that. And listen, Tater Tot's a great name too. Like, you know, it's the first thing I thought about, Andrew Tater Tot. Like, I think that's fantastic. And I also really do like Buffalo Tater Tots. Buffalo Tater Tots are fire. Love Buffalo Tater Tots. We could talk about that after, actually. Remind me. Send me a message, or like say at Randy in the chat, talk about Buffalo Tater Tots. I will talk about that. Nonetheless, MasterCard, little weasels coming in here because they are launching the next generation of blockchain payments startup program. Hold the freaking phone. Hold the phone, because we have MasterCard that's been working with the Australian Central Bank for years now on CBDCs. Oh, also with Consensus, the parent company of MetaMask for CBDCs. And literally, I think it's funny that they talk about how bullish they are on blockchain when they're actively working against you. Because what does CBDCs do? Take away your right to privacy, transactions, owning something. Versus, of course, Bitcoin and crypto, where you get to self-custody 24/7, 365 transactions with no intermediaries, no censorship, and a finite supply of 21 million Bitcoin, which does not apply to fiat. MasterCard announced on May 15th that 5 new startups have joined its Start Path blockchain and digital assets program. It's a fintech accelerator program that focuses on exploring future use cases to scale new solutions with startups around the world. Joining the program are card issuers like Kalipa, with blockchain software firm Paraffin, DePIN firm Peak, and data platform Triangle, and blockchain developer Venly. From the press release, they said each currency format, from regulated money to bank deposits to stablecoins to CBDCs, serve a specific purpose. And MasterCard is connecting with industry experts in fintech to explore differentiated use cases that can help solve real-world problems. MasterCard, you're creating problems, bro, because obviously we don't want CBDCs and you're actively working against everyday people. I think it's actually quite funny and ironic that they're like, we're here to help you. We're going to push fintech forward. But then they take us back in time with central control. Just stick to Bitcoin, stick to your stables, and stick to cryptocurrency and let us spend that using your card. But do not say CBDCs, because that's where you lose us, MasterCard. That's where you lose us. And they try to talk about all these things that they're doing with JP Morgan, Visa, and Citigroup, because why would MasterCard and Visa work together? They're competitors. No, they're not, because all the banks and all the payment processors are melted up to one nice little triangle, to one group of people that controls it all. And the goal of CBDCs, global takeover, a one world currency, and all of that stuff, which it's not conspiracy. We've read about it. It's 100% true. And it's exactly what they're trying to do. So this whole movement of tokenization, fancy word for NFTs, but except it's not really NFTs when they're going to build all these enterprise blockchains, which means private blockchains. And the only people that are able to take part in these private blockchains are the banks. And if they don't like you, they don't like what you're doing, they censor you on all fronts, and you have no way to buy anything or have any rights for any real purpose. So please, guys, be careful and take everything here with a grain of salt because it's not as zesty as it seems and how they make it look here. It's nothing like that. Nothing. Man, I don't know. It's just, it's craziness. It's absolute craziness. We hit some really good stuff today. Holy wow. Holy freaking wow. Shout out to my Army Pipers, my beautiful frat sons in the chat. Guys, we have 11 more subscribers until 16.6. Please pimp it. Yes, 10 more. We can do it. I see you guys out there. Pimp it. Pimp it. Pimp it. Yeah, we're freaking killing it today. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. All right, guys, we have a lot of news. I can't wait to get into it. Let's get into the market freaking recap. I know I went through a lot of news, but it was all really important. Talking about Oklahoma right to mine and right to self-custody. That was freaking bullish. The fact that we have the CME group, it's whatever. It's TradFi bros. But there's going to be a lot more federally regulated exchanges. Watch out for that. I think that's the next wave. It's going to be more than Coinbase. These freaking institutions are preparing, all the Wall Street bros are preparing to launch all of their exchanges. It's not going to be just Coinbase. It's going to be a lot more, especially because we have huge players like Gemini too, which I freaking love them. Shout out to Gemini. All right, guys, I'm excited. We're going to get into the chartery now. If you have any requests, let me know because I'm so freaking bullish on everything going on. Freaking pump it. I don't know. Guys, I think my freaking coffee's starting to kick in. Woohoo! I took a little kick there, but I don't think anyone was able to see that. Crypto Bagger giving me all these zesty things. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you for joining the show today. I don't know. I'm like, TikTok's a little bit, oh, no, and then I lost them again. And see you, TikTok. Bye. Okay, there TikTok goes. Think I need Emma again. I go to freaking touch the screen for 1 second. The whole thing falls. All right, let's see. Let me get Emma in here, bro, because my whole thing just fell. Help me. Okay. So we have the market right now. We have a few things in the green, a few things in the red. Like Render's taking a little bit of a poop today. We also have Pepe that's struggling. FTM and Immutable are doing pretty good, though. Dog with Hat struggling as well. So yeah, we might have to tape it or something. I don't know. But we have a lot of things going on with Bitcoin. Bitcoin was around 7-8% in the green yesterday. We could do a little bit of a measurement there. Absolutely beautiful. 66K right now. Again, we have been defending the golden zone of 60K quite beautifully. And then yesterday we popped through that 63.6, 63.7. Absolutely stunning. And look at the curvature. Look at the curvature on that money flow. You see, woohoo! And I love that we do go sometimes because I feel like it's manifesting. Just like here, we manifested the VWAP. Right here, we're manifesting that money flow, potentially going into the green. Green dot shooting that momentum on market Cipher. VWAP looking great. RSI reaching though. She's like grappling, like she's rock climbing a little bit. Like, let's go, please. Let's go. Let's just freaking go to the top. We really went and had a very nice confident move through that neutral. We were bouncing off of it a little bit, right through there, went bullish. Though today we're kind of like, meh. And I'm hoping that we could keep moving up with that. Now again, levels to watch. Bearishly / neutrally, closing above 63.6, 63.7. Bullish is to get above the selling pressure, where you see all these wicks right here, selling pressure. Right here as well, selling pressure. So, and even back here too. So I would look ideally at the 67.6. That's the level to watch, 67.6. That's what I really want. And if we could go confidently through this level, I'm hoping that it could bring us into the 70s again. And the first level in the 70s to watch the 70K range is that 71.5. And I'll expand that out a little bit. And then beyond 71.5, we also have 72.3 to watch as well. And I feel like if we could really confidently push through this 67.7, 67.6, we freaking could really, like, I hope we could go nice. Because, again, this is a tight range that we've been in. And if we go and zoom out, where's my tweet? Over here. So if you zoom out, we have a major cup and handle on the Bitcoin chart. Now, if you guys want to share this out with everyone, please, I highly encourage you to like and retweet this, because see, this is actually my first chartery that I've ever posted on X. I was so nervous. I was like, I'm gonna post my cup and handle. I was like, I was telling the fam, I'm like, I'm scared. They're like, just post. I was like, man, I'm scared to post my chartery, my cup and handle. But if you guys liked my chartery, please put a 1 or a yes emoji, or put a 2 and a no emoji. Do you guys like my chartery post, my first ever chartery post? Please give me your thoughts. Shout out to Army Piper and the fam in here. Thank you again for coming in. Tradefly, OC, thank you guys. Oh my gosh, Mr. Yee, are you helping me complete my goals, Mr. Yee? All right, Cray, how do you not have a membership? What's going on there? What's going on? Oh, hi, Randy A. Oh, I see you guys. So you guys liked it? Woohoo! I'm so happy. That literally makes me so happy. Literally makes my heart freaking fluffy. My first ever chartery post on X, freaking kaploot. But I'll show you guys the chart that I was using. There we go. So it's not an exact drawing because, again, like, I was trying to get it to, like, you know, look cute and whatever for the post. But you guys could see it here. I somehow got it perfectly yesterday. I don't know how I did that. But again, it's like really perfectly outlined if you guys take a look at it. Yeah, that's better. So if you guys look at it, that's the most perfect cup and handle I've ever seen in my life. And then if you take this away, right? If you take this away and you just look right here, this is a freaking bull flag. This is a bull flag. You can't even say anything other than that. This is a bull flag right here. And this is macro. Like, this is like basically the all-time daily chart right here. So you have a big cup and handle, and then you just have, of course, the bull flag. Like, that is incredible to me. So the fact that people aren't even talking about this right now, we're like so stuck in this little range, like we can't even think outside of that. When in doubt, zoom out on the charts. There's a massive bull flag. There's the biggest cup and handle I've ever seen in my bloody life. And for that reason, and despite the amazing revolution that we are in with Bitcoin, I'm bullish. Now, can we retrace? Absolutely. One level that I've been looking at, if we're going to have a freaking massive retrace, is around 52K. But the reason why I'm saying I'm not confident in us going down to 52, 53K is because now everyone else is pointing out this one level. And when other people post, and a lot are like, oh, look at this level at 52K, that's usually when I say we're not going there. So, yeah, this is crazy. Absolutely crazy. I don't know if we could go down to 52K. I'm not saying it's not possible. I also see these wick lows of like 56. But again, the defense was great at 60K. So I don't know. There are people that are saying 52K. There's a lot of people saying that. But when people say a lot of the same thing, that's usually when I say we're not going there. But again, I don't know.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Adequate chartery skills.
Oh boy, the chartery, baby, it's a chartery, baby, it's a chartery.
I'm gonna check this sweet mic. Why don't you check yourself? Bing bang. Oh, baby.
Oh baby, indeed. We love Grady. Shout out to Grady. Guys, we're going to move on from Bitcoin, though. If you guys have any more questions, then we will get after it. Oh, Alexandra G says she got her buy order in because she's just freaking amazing. She's amazing. That's why. That's why. Yeah, that is a gigantic cup and freaking handle. You don't like charts on X because they're small to see. Yeah, but this was like more zoomed out, so I was hoping that it was better. I tried to make it as best as I could. Dude, you don't know how many of those I took a picture of and I was trying to post. I was like crazy. But I tried to figure out the best way. Am I going to karaoke with PMB tonight? Oh my gosh, I would freaking love to. Guys, can you remind me in a few minutes to put that link in the chat? Actually, I'll do it now because I'm not lazy. I'm not lazy. I'm going to do that now. Before I go into Litecoin and Ethereum, take your chart requests. Let me go to Piano Matty B. Where are you, my love, Piano Matty B? Does he have it scheduled already? No. Okay. So he doesn't have this scheduled yet, but tune in to Piano Matty B live. And he only has less than 100 subscribers until he hits 11K. So please go subscribe to him, please. And check that out. I think it's at 9 o'clock his time, or I'm not sure. But around 9 p.m. Eastern, go look at it and see if he's on. But maybe other people in the chat would be able to tell you. All right, let's go to Ethereum. Shout out again to Piano Matty B. Love him to pieces. He's actually freaking amazing. And also, shout out to Metamona, too. I was modding her thing yesterday, and she's just a great freaking person. I hope you guys follow her, too. Let's go to her page.
She likes it because she thinks it's a giant cup of coffee.
Who likes what? Oh, boy. Yeah, guys, can you do me a favor and follow Metamona? I freaking love this woman. I think she's amazing. So a little bit of a follow Thursday right now. But yeah, please follow Metamona. She had a great, a great roundtable last night with a bunch of metaverse CEOs. I think she's probably one of the hardest working women in this space. She is a hard ass woman though. She literally works out. She's so amazing. A great person. So please make sure you guys show love to Mona. Give her a follow and comment on her most recent post over here and just say zesty or something. Give her some love. Make sure that shoots through the algo. We have to support the women in this space because I think women should be working together. I think we should be a lot more collaborative, and more projects should be working with women too. But again, any woman that I could promote and help in this space, she's the one that I'll fight for her till the end. So there you go. Guys, the Litecoin Summit's coming up July 24th to the 25th. Are you guys coming? Only $84 a ticket. Litecoin's $81 right now, 85 cents, 0.79% in the red though. We do have that manifestation we have with this little curvature of the beautiful money flow that is yet to be as beautiful as we would like, but she is nearing that zero line, so hopefully she curves over that, goes green. VWAP is shooting for the stars, though the red money flow and the RSI is kind of reflective of the price action we have, where we're kind of rejecting that neutral 50-line RSI, kind of like we did with Bitcoin right here. But back to Litecoin, it looks kind of the same, but hopefully we have that shoot up over neutral going bullish like we did with Bitcoin. Now, we do have a battle here. Where's my 200-day SMA? 200-day SMA, we are riding upon that, and it's at $77.45. I'm hoping that we do not touch that, but if we do test it, we do take off like we have been doing pretty much since the end of April. Bullishly, $85. That's what we're looking at with Litecoin. That's where my heart is warm and freaking fluttery, and we'll see what happens there. Also, Ethereum, $2,960, still defending the 2,900 range. Bearishly, 2770, and that 200-day SMA of 2722. Bullishly, 3230. We have a beautiful green dot that was just shooting up with that momentum. We have the VWAP that is mooning. Also, the money flow is inching towards that zero line. Hopefully, we get there. RSI has been mad choppy, hoping that we go bullish, but we're currently bearish. And it's reflective upon the price action because we're down that 2.3% today. So I'm hoping for the best. In all honesty, hoping for the best. That's why my daughter and I are here. We feel safe. Thanks, Randy. Oh my God, you're beautiful. Mama Shell. Guys, we have 6 more likes until 140. Let's pamp that up. Pimp. Baby, it's a pimp. Correction, we need to support the good women and creators in this space. Yes, we should be supporting all the good people. Of course, we're not going to support someone evil. But yeah, all the good people in this space, guy or girl, we should help no matter what. And that's why I'm always here. I'm always helping other people. You guys see me, I'm always in other chats. Always. No matter if it's a trader, a gamer, metaverse, it doesn't matter what it is. I'm always in someone's chat because we have to support other people because if one wins, we all win. So if you're I'd rather support people than not. You know what I mean? That's just me though. Like, you help. I kind of put out a subscriber tweet like that. If you're going to help somebody, you don't expect things in return. Never, ever. You go, you help people, you put that good energy out and hope it comes back your way eventually. So, I'm just going out there, helping people, and just hoping for the best for them. You know what I mean? And that's all we should ever do. Dave says, I see you working it. Yeah, there are a lot of people in this chat that see me in a bunch of other chats. I'm literally in other people's chats all the time. So yeah, I help who and where I can. But yeah. So let's go to Dogecoin. And again, if you guys have any chart requests, please send them over. We have 15-cent Dogecoin today. Kind of far from its 200-day SMA, but it's kind of creeping up. We're down 2.8% with Doge. Green dot is moving that momentum up, shooting it pretty confidently over that zero line. But the VWAP is a little bit flat after a really nice push. And the money flow seems like it's actually nearing that zero line, so that's bullish. Though the fact that we keep trying to get rid of the circle. We're battling this 50 line right here, and I'm hoping we don't go bearish with this. I'm hoping that we go bullish and enjoy it. 14 cents defended, 16 to look at, 17 and a half. But yeah, that's really what I got for Doge. We're going to have to start a crypto summit in Winnipeg. I'm scared to go to Canada. Is that bad that I'm scared to go to Canada? Would I be stuck there? I'm like so scared to go to another country and get stuck there. I'm like, I don't want to be held captive by another country. Hold on. Let me see if I could get a better chart for this. Sorry, TikTok, if you guys hear like some loud noises outside. I could not tell you what in the world is going on with this building that I live in, but it's not fun at any freaking point. It's horrible. Let's see. Hashtag GTFO NYC. GTFO NYC. All right, so SEI, I saw in the chat, 55 cents, 4% in the green, so doing pretty good. Green dot moving that momentum up. Money flow is not as close to the zero line as a lot of other coins and tokens are, so I would watch out for that. Also, that VWAP is shooting very nicely. The RSI is pretty good, too. Really nice push with the RSI, but you got to break through that neutral and go bullish. We're actively testing that 200-day SMA. It seems like we tested the 200-day SMA in a resistance of 59 cents, but we have to pass it confidently.
Could we see the cup and handle again? And can you hold up your giant coffee mug? It's sort of like your bat signal.
Oh my gosh, that's true. That's true. But for SEI, again, you have to pass 58 cents and pass this 200-day with confidence, because then I get worried about 43 cents and then where we consolidated right over here, around right here, that 37, 38 cents. So that's what I would watch. And then if you pass the 200-day SMA in this level with confidence, then I would look at 79 cents or high 78, low 79. Yeah. Okay, let's see. I don't know. Do we have any other requests in the chat? Why don't you check yours too? Yeah, I love this cup and handle. The cup and handle's everything. I absolutely love it. Look at this. Fattest cup and handle you've ever seen on a chartery. Like, my mug matches it pretty perfectly. Ready? Yeah. Zest. Oh my gosh, I'm almost out of coffee in this huge freaking mug. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I don't pick between coins, my friend, but if you want me to look at anything specific, then I could. Oh, hello, friend from Brazil. Mr. Yi, you helped me complete my goals over here. Thank you. Rave request. I gotta have like unboundly amounts of zest to do a rave. Like, it has to be super zesty. Oh, Danny wants me to do a DigiByte. Of course. I was actually looking at DigiByte before. Why don't you check yours too? So DigiByte is 0.011 cents, so just over a penny. And I'm hoping that we do not fall below this penny level. I will literally beat someone up. I'm just kidding. I can't. I'm literally 5'2". Like, who am I beating up? But still, I will beat someone up in Metaverse. We're down 1.28%. We have a green dot that's nicely just freshly printed, so I'm hoping that counts for something here. The VWAP is peaking over that zero line, but we need confidence. Also, we have this curvature with the money flow. I'm hoping that takes us over that zero line. And then we also have what's going on here, the RSI that's just kind of choppy in the bearish zone. Hopefully we have a nice pickup there. Because like this, woo, that was a nice push. When was this? May 5th and 6th. That was a nice push. So I would say to look at the defense that we've been having at 0.01018. Let's not touch that 200-day SMA again. And bullishly stay above 0.017, 0.0107, and then bullishly test 0.0122. And then even more bullishly, basically a penny and a half just below that, 0.0147. Yeah, it's just pretty nuts. I think it's pretty nuts in my opinion. I mean, yeah, I'm hoping for the best with DigiBuy. I think DigiBuy is not for now. I think DigiBuy is for like 5-10 years from now. We're here now, should start going up 1 to 6 months after the halving. But listen, we hit all-time high before the halving. So as far as I'm concerned, nothing is really stable in the way that they say it is. But again, like we do typically accumulate and then kind of take off. And I remember when we started to take off, especially because we haven't really ranged in 60K before. So the fact that we're ranging here and we're holding is pretty freaking bullish. But again, could we have a major retrace and everyone lose their noodle? Oh my gosh, we're retracing on Bitcoin. Yes, sure. But at the end of the day, wipe out the weak hands. Sell your Bitcoin to BlackRock, and then we'll go back out. Don't worry. But yeah, that's typically how it goes. Oh, David Brumblebee is in the chat. Hello, or Brumbelow. I don't know why I say Brumblebee. Brumbelow. Nice to see you. Oh, I see Algorand. Oh my gosh, I'm getting lost in all these charteries. Hold on. Oh, Mr. E wants something. Let's do that. Storage. Where is that? I know I have that somewhere. Yeah, I found it. All right, let's do it. Storage. What? Okay. Here we go. We got 51.5 cents just about. Okay. 1.61% in the red. We got a green dot pushing up that momentum. The VWAP money freaking flow is approaching that zero line. I hope it does. RSI is okay. Too choppy for my liking. I'm hoping it goes up, obviously, for your best interest. However, if it does dip, I would look at 47.4715 cents. Bullishly test that 200-day SMA at 68. And if you pass that with confidence, 92 cents is that bullish scenario. Those are mainly the levels we're watching for. We have to keep defending like 47.5. I don't do Doge price predictions. I did do the chartery where we're looking at continuing to defend 14 cents past that selling pressure around 16, and then 17.5 is the next target to look at. But I only look at local stuff. I'm not telling you, like, I never tell anyone what to buy, where to buy, when to sell. Like, I will never do that, and I'll never rate your portfolio either. Please don't give it to me. I just don't want anyone to be upset with me. Yo, you rated this. You told me what to do. Like, I'll never do that. Like, freaking ever. Justin Eubanks is in the chat. Hello. French Toaster, nice to see ya. Brumblebee is fine. You like that? Okay. Gonna hit 100K by middle of August. Oh, I'll freaking take it, my friend. I'll take it. I see a few YFIs in the chat. I'll do that for you. I'll do that. Let's see. So weird that I hear barking right now. Like, where's that coming from? All right. All right, let's go to YFI. Let me just expand these lines out. It's been a minute. Okay. YFI, still same levels, have been applying for quite a bit. As you can see, pretty much since we dipped below this level of 11,794 back here in May of 2022. So what I'd say to you again, I see it kind of almost like a bear flag here, but very tight consolidation, like right here. But also, is this a bear flag? I don't know. I would like to see your opinions in the chat. But it seems like we're defending the 66.46 very nicely, so I would look to defend that. Bearishly look at 49.53. But because we have a green dot, money flow might be coming in. VWAP is going up. I would look at testing the 200-day SMA at 80.37. And if you could confidently pass that, then approach that 85.03 for YFI. Oh, hell. Hi, Bell Miner said, I get all of my financial advice from here. No!
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Oh, Black Hat, you're so cute. Thank you. French said, dump yeet. I'm done. Any Chick-fil-A sauce? That's freaking funny. Oh, wow. I need member emojis. I need something in the chat. Give me an Emma. Everyone give me Emmas. Let's bother Emma. Give me Emmas in the chat. Oh, gosh. You guys are too funny. You guys are too funny. Do I think Mana will hit all-time high this cycle? I could take a look, Alan, at the chart. But again, I don't have, like, this beautiful crystal ball that people think I have. So I can't, like, tell you for faux show. But I will, like, you know, tell you the chart to read like that for sure. I think Decentraland has a lot of hope with, like, the ecosystem itself. I just hope they continue developing. They make it more accessible for people to use. It's very taxing on a computer. But overall, I think Decentraland is kind of fire. It's one of the best ones still out there, even though I feel like not a lot has changed with metaverses since the last bull run, which I wish it has. But I think Decentraland is killing it nonetheless. 41 cents, almost 42. 2.6% in the red. We do have a green dot that's pushing the momentum. VWAP is meh. It's moving. We do have that red money flow that's inching, and the RSI is very choppy. So I would keep looking at this defense. Again, to me, this looks like a bear flag. You know, this looks like a bear flag to me, roughly drawn here. But it seems like we keep testing, and hopefully we'll see what happens. But we're defending that 39 cents quite nicely. I would keep looking at 39 cents to defend. Bearishly look at that 29-cent low that we had here in September of last year. And then bullishly pass that 200-day SMA at 50 cents. Look at 53 as that bullish scenario. It's really what I got for you. INJ, injective. So we have injective 2280 down 3.4%. Green dot printed. Money flow is not moving as much as everything else, but the VWAP is doing pretty well. RSI is chopping away, though. It's super bearish. Oh, hopefully it lightens up, though. But in my opinion, dump it all. You know, get all the weak hands out, liquidate. But I would look at defending that $21. Bearishly look at that 1560 where we were kind of consolidating before that here in November of 2023. Bullishly look at that $29.59 and the $30.58 200-day SMA. And if you could confidently pass those two, then look at 40.53. That's what I got there. Emma needs cookies. Yeah, I think she does. She's just so needy. I'm just kidding. You guys are too funny. You guys are actually way too funny. Let's see how many subscribers we have. I haven't checked that in a while. No problem, JD. Oh, the sussery. Yes, the sussery always exists. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Guys, we have 5 more. Oh! Guys, are we going to be able to do it? Are we going to do it? Are we going to hit 5 more subbies? Are we going to hit 5 more subscribers? I can't. That's so funny. But guys, yeah, we need to be able to hit that 5 more. We can do it. I think we could. But honestly, we're killing the game out here. We're freaking going off. Why do you hate us traders that trade with leverage? Oh, Dave. Dave, my mans. Not once have I ever said that I don't like the leverage traders. I think that people need to be very careful with leverage. That's all I say. I give like the little disclaim claim. I'm telling you guys, be careful. And especially if you're new to trading, you have to be careful with leverage. Like you could lose your entire life over leverage. So just be careful. Like that's all I issue the warning for, is to be careful. I'm never telling anyone what to do or how to trade. Never once have I ever done that. So let's shut that down right now. You feel better now? Okay, that's what matters. Listen, I'm putting this out for everybody to hear. I will never tell you what to buy, what to sell. Rate your portfolio. And I will never, ever, ever tell you how to do anything related to your trading or your portfolio, because frankly, it's none of my business. What I will tell you is to be your own bank. What I will tell you is to be careful with the leverage, because it's a very dangerous tool sometimes.
The 1st of January 2025. Save the date.
Listen, if this In-N-Out does not open in Nashville, I'm gonna throw a fit. Okay, I'm gonna throw a fit, and it better open in Florida. I sure hope it does, because New York does not deserve it. Florida does. So please save us, In-N-Out. Come to the West Coast and save us all, please. I love In-N-Out so much. In-N-Out is the wave. In-N-Out is amazing. Oh boy, we have 4 more. We have 4 more subscribers. What do I do? What do we do here? I don't know. Stack? I always want to stack. I want to stack all the Bitcoins out there. Leverage only exists so you don't have to put all your money on the exchange. By spot trading is more profitable over the long run. Listen, again, it's very, very difficult. That's why I say just be really careful. And it's very risky. That's it. But do whatever you want. Culver's. Oh, what is that? Is that a burger place, Culver's? 3 more. No, we're going to do it. We're going to do it right now. Rock on. Smash the like. Subscribe. Share it out with friends. 2 more. You saw the number. 2 more. We have to do it. We have to do it. Pimp. Freaking pimp. I'm so excited. Now I have to Google Culver's. Culver's. What is this? Oh, it's burgers. All right, so we're going to look at the images. See, this looks like a Sonic to me, and I'm scared of Sonic. I'm scared sheeshless. It also looks like a DQ type thing. I need to see a real picture. Like, these advertisements don't do anything for me. I need real pictures. Let's go. We're going to have to go to reviews. Okay, so, wait. No, okay. Yeah, I need real pictures here. You're going to have to send real pictures in the chat so I can judge it. These advertisements don't do it.
Cause milkshakes.
Oh, I love milkshakes. My biggest regret is going to In-N-Out and not getting a milkshake. But the problem is, if I'm going there, I'm getting a number 1, which is a double, and a sody, and some fries. Well done. So my problem is that if I'm eating a double burger, if I'm drinking a sody, if I'm having those fries, my tummy is already going to be super full and on edge. And then if you mix in that milkshake, it might just be an explosion. The reason why I do like In-N-Out is because In-N-Out is not like the other fast foods. It's definitely better quality, like 1,000% better quality. You can't do dairy, so hold the cheese. That's why I lactate. Lactate. That's like the biggest freaking hack in the world is lactate. If we have to do fast food, Sonic over Whataburger. What? Listen, maybe I went to a bad Sonic because it wasn't my vibe. It wasn't. But honestly, I've never tried Culver's, so I need to try it. See, it does give you DQ vibes. See, DQ I've never tried either. I've tried like the ice cream, but I have not, and I don't even remember it because it was so long ago. But I've never tried their food because there's none around me either. Culver's, In-N-Out, Whataburger, all the same. I heard Whataburger is on a different level, though. I don't know if that's true. Steak and Shake. I've heard of Steak and Shake. Have not tried Steak and Shake. That one I have not tried. I don't think there's any of them near me. I think maybe I saw one in Jersey. Oh, someone subscribed. Okay, hold on. Let's go check. I see in the chat. Oh my God, we did it! Woo! Oh boy! Oh freaking boy! Oh boy, we did it! Shout out to TRD. Oh boy! Oh my gosh! Oh, I could just woohoo! Oh my gosh, this is amazing. We freaking did it. See, this is like the beauty of this community, bro. Like, this is insane. Like, we literally just pamped this thing to the moon. I can't, oh my gosh, I can't even contain it. You guys are so amazing. This is how my heart feels. Oh boy. This is just so freaking amazing. I can't even hold it. Chef T Fresh said, Whataburger's on a different level, puts everything in this convo to shame. Is this for real? All right. There's a local chain in New Orleans called Bud's Broiler. Charcoal grill their burgers. Oh my God. JBZ, that sounds absolutely fire. TRD. That's for you. So that was freaking amazing. Worked at Sonic for 5 years. Got to go where corporate runs things, not the franchise. Oh, that's alpha, though. That's alpha. Apparently, like, there's this McDonald's, too, that is like a global McDonald's that you go there and has everything that they serve in other countries there. And everyone in other countries, I see videos on TikTok, too. The McDonald's in all these other countries blows away the McDonald's in the United States. We're eating actual, I don't even know here, so I'm not even gonna go too deep into that because I don't want to get into trouble. But yeah, I'm scared of fast food 1,000%. I never felt good after I ate it. That's why I just don't do it. I rather, because especially with the prices now, just go to the supermarket, go get the burger meat, do it yourself, and cook it. It'll be better than if you go to most of these fast food places. Like, I'll just tell you that now. But nothing is better. Nothing except In-N-Out. Like, I've tried. Out of the burger places. Nothing is better than 7th Street Burger in Manhattan. So if you're in Manhattan, go to 7th Street Burger. Best smash burger you'll ever have. Right, Raymond's? I'm telling you right now. Where's this crazy McDonald's? You have to Google, like, the global McDonald's because there is one. I just don't know where it is. But yeah. Guys, you guys are freaking amazing. What car am I planning to buy in the bull market? I don't know. I don't really think about that stuff. Like, I mean, we have, like, obviously the family car. But, like, I'm not in a rush to buy anything because why would I buy like an asset that depreciates in value every year versus like Bitcoin? You know what I mean? And like there was this like family member that asked me like 2 Christmases ago and was like, oh, so no skill? And I was like, no. And they were like, so like, you know, are you going to buy a car or something? And I don't even know why that was a follow-up question. And I was like, why would I buy a car, an asset that depreciates every single year instead of just investing in Bitcoin and using like, you know, my dad's car, the family car when I need it? And they didn't even know what to say to me at that point. They didn't even know what to say because my other relatives, they were like, let's get the car. I just won't do it. I don't see a need for it, especially because in New York, I can't even, there's nowhere to park. No, no. There's nowhere to park. Mrs. Crimson said, morning, darling. On break, just thought I'd pop in. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. Cat coding, what a burger, isn't as good as it once was. They're still pretty good, though. All right. Barry, I bought a sports car because that's my hobby, or else I would buy a Camry. Listen, do what you need to do. I'm not telling anyone to not buy a car. Like, do whatever you want. It's your money, like I said. I don't tell anyone what to do. For me, it's just not feasible, especially because, like, you drive, like, 1 second and you'll get a ticket somewhere in New York. They have all these illegal cameras everywhere, and that's just another story. Like, that's another reason I need to get out of here. It's just too nuts. And they want to have a speed limit at 20 miles per hour, guys. That means we're barely moving. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm just so over it. I'm so ready to get out of here. Actually, GTFO NYC. Exactly. Mini Shell said, hey, Mom, you say that about cars. Yes, Mini Shell. If you look at the cars, obviously, like an iPad. If your mom buys you the iPad now, like the newest iPad, obviously next year there's going to be a newer iPad. So your iPad is technically worth less than it was. So the same thing goes for the cars too, Mini Shell. If you're buying this year's car, next year there's going to be a new one. The year after that, there's going to be a new one. So yours isn't as new, so the value goes down. That's you know, I just don't see the point in it, at least for right now. Especially Mini Shell. Use your mama's car until you can't anymore because no reason not to. Oh, a lifted golf cart for Emma. I want to drive a golf cart. What about me? Chef T Fresh said, but when Lambo? That's hilarious. You guys are great. I appreciate you so much. Are there a lot of people racing on the highways? Ruby, yeah, there used to be a lot more than there are now. There's just a lot of cameras everywhere, but there's people that like hide their license plates or they like, you know, blur it out so the cameras don't get them, which is wild. People have some freaking audacity out here. So yeah, people do race, but not as much as they used to. And like, you know, there was a lot of racing that used to happen in front of my building, but then like, you know, within the last 6 months, literally 2 weeks away from each other, there were 2 major car accidents. Someone passed away, unfortunately. And then another group of teenagers, literally 15 years old, do not have a permit, nothing. We're driving and all we hear is, boom, right outside our door. And I was literally on a Frankie Candle stream. I was like, guys, I gotta go. I go outside and this kid is screaming, F, F, like he's losing it. And these kids, they were not even have a permit, nothing. Lost control of a car and slammed right into another car in front of a house. And I have a friend that lives in the house next door. So she was showing me the camera footage and her aunt actually left from that spot where the car hit 15 minutes before the accident happened. So the aunt pulled out, she left, another car pulled in, parked, walked away, and then bam. And there were 3 kids that do not have licenses. It was not their car. And you know what happened? Nothing. They got to walk away. I have a video of the kids scooting off on a motor scooter after the whole thing. So that was absolutely astonishing to me. But that's just one of the stories that happened right outside my doorstep, and that's why I'm like, I can't do it anymore. Also, they put like speed bumps now, so like they can't really race like they used to, or else your car is just gonna get absolutely wrecked. And yeah, it's just crazy. Had a teen rear end me once. Cop told us to pull into a nearby lot. He ran into me again. Oh my God. Yeah, listen, I'm sure the kid that was driving the car will never drive again. I'm probably sure of that. At least I hope so. And I hope they took some information there. But it was pretty wild. I saw the whole thing unfold start to finish. But yeah, it's wild. It's wild. Yeah, so that's a little story time. But yeah, like that's why you just have to be safe. If you're in a car, you're on the street, always look around. And you never know what's going to happen. So please make sure you're okay. Look both ways. Even if you look both ways, have like 5 eyes on your head or something. Just be careful. And if you're driving, be careful always. I hope you guys just be careful all the time. Especially be careful with your crypto. There's not a lot of Bitcoin left out there. So take your crypto off of the exchange, put it in your wallet, enjoy yourself. And make sure you guys are taking self-custody. You guys are in control as much as you can be controlled. Stay off the phone too. Yes, Alexandra G. Yes. Stay off the phones while you're driving, kids. But guys, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate everyone. Please be safe. Please be amazing, as you guys are every single day. I appreciate you guys more than you understand. I hope you guys have an amazing day. I will see you guys tomorrow, as usual, for the Daily Zest. And if you guys enjoyed the show, please make sure you like, subscribe, share this out with friends so more people know what's going on here. Comment after the show is over whether you are bullish on Bitcoin and this major cup and handle that we have discovered. Also, tune in to Piano Matty B around maybe 9 o'clock Eastern tonight, I believe he said before. And he's going to do some karaoke. And so we could all sing. And he's going to sing us out, too.
Why don't you like and subscribe and share this video?
Have an amazing day. Much love to every single one of you. I will see you tomorrow. And as always, stay zesty. Oh my gosh, Bell Miner, remember for 4 months putting those zesty emojis. Let's get it. Woohoo! Peace.